Wiltshire.
Well, obviously, we're talking about it here in the UK, but what about in Russia? Let's talk to Vitaly Shevchenko from BBC Monitoring. Vitaly, you've been looking at how this is being reported by Russian media. First of all, how prominently is the story appearing in the media?
It's all over TV screens, and this is quite a difference from the way things were in the Soviet Union when the public behind the Iron Curtain, they were shielded from any accusations of any supposed wrongdoing by the Soviet Union. Not now. Right now, all these claims of Russian meddling and poisonings, in a way, they promote Putin's agenda and further his claims that Russia's back up on its feet again, Russia's strong, Russia's feared, Russia's respected. And also, a huge part of the Kremlin ideology is what you can call a siege mentality.
They're all out to get us.
Absolutely.
Right.
NATO's encircling us with military bases. That's why we have to defend ourselves. That's why we have to spend money on our military. That's why we have to be strong. And this is precisely the reason this is all over TV screens in Russia.
Are there any examples that have particularly struck you over the last few days since this story broke?
Yes, well, the thrust of what is coming from Russia is that we've got nothing to do with it. Any accusations of Moscow's involvement are groundless and ludicrous. But even before British police said that the Amesbury couple had been poisoned with Novichok, all of Russia's main TV channels had been drawing parallels with Salisbury. For example, State TV's Channel 1, they spoke of Salisbury Part 1 and Groundhog Day. And another government-run TV channel, Rossiya 1, they suggested that the Amesbury poisoning might have been carried out by the British government. Why? Out of spite over the fabulous, that's the word they used, over the fabulous World Cup hosted by Russia. And this is important because most Russians, they're still getting their news from TV, so that will have a huge impact on the public opinion in Russia.
So mostly the message that it's not the same in a lot of other countries where you have alternative news sources, but for most people it's really TV news and largely those channels that are either state channels or very sympathetic to the state's message.
Absolutely. There are some independent TV channels in Russia, but their audiences are minuscule. There are, of course, websites and social media. That's where Russians can get alternatives points of view, but that's what state TV is pushing. It's not got anything to do with us. And the British law enforcement services and even British healthcare are not to be trusted.
Vitaly Shevchenko, fascinating stuff. BBC Monitoring, thanks very much.
Thank you.